Good evening, class. This is my video post for discussion question number 3 for counseling practicum. And the question is, after reading Rosenthal's chapter 5, post a video about 3 aspects of counseling and the helping relationships that you will integrate into your counseling identity. One of the first things that I believe, or one of the first aspects that I believe that I would put into my um, counseling identity would be Joseph Wolf's concept of systematic desensitization. And the reason why I would do that is because on page 155 of Rosenthal, he states that systematic desensitization is the form of behavior therapy. And I believe that a lot of times, a lot of our individuals that we will come into contact with will need assistance with behavior modification. So I believe that that would be a really good concept to embody myself as a counselor so that I can help them to be able to um, eliminate or allow some of their behaviors to become extinct. The second concept that I wanted to talk about that I would pick up as far as my um, characteristic would be that of an eclectic counselor. And the reason why I would do that is again going to Rosenthal's chapter number 5. He states that the eclectic counselor attempts to choose the best theoretical approach based on the client's attributes, resources, and situations. With that, and that's on page 178. With that, I'm a firm believer that each model that we use with our clients should be unique according to who they are and specifically what the reason for them coming to the counseling is. So, with that, I believe that I would embody that particular concept as well so that I could help the client. In the best way possible according to who they are and not who I would want them to be or who I perceive them to be, but allowing them to be able to maintain that uniqueness of who they are and working in that mechanic so that way so that I can be the best person um, or use the best methods so that we can work in partnership together so that they would be able to receive all that they needed to receive. Finally, the last aspect that I would look into would be, or I would embody, would be Arnold Lazarus's concept of the basic ID. And the reason why I would do that is because going again to Rosenthal on page 181, he talks about the 7 key modalities or areas for clients functioning. Whereas the B stands for behaviors, including acts, habits, and reactions. A stands for the affective response to emotions, feelings, and mood. S is known as the sensations, including hearing, touch, sight, smell, and taste. I has to do with the images or the way we perceive ourselves, including memories and dreams. C stands for the cognition, such as our thoughts, insights, and even the philosophy of life. I, it stands for the interpersonal relationships, meaning the way that we interact with others. And finally, D, which stands for drugs, that would include alcohol, legal, illegal, and prescription drug usage, diet, and nutritional supplementations. And I believe that all of those different modalities would help to understand a person, help to understand where they are and why they are the way they are, as well as to be able to understand how they can be able to move forward being who they are according to what it is that they're coming into counseling for. And so it is my belief that I would embody those 3 specific aspects because it would make me understand the uniqueness of each person, to seek out the uniqueness of each person, to bring out the uniqueness of each person, and then on top of that, to be able to help them facilitate towards being or doing that person that they ultimately want to be. So that would be defining what areas or mechanisms that keep them from being who they want to be. And by doing so, I believe that as a counselor, I'm fulfilling the ethical aspects of what it is to be a counselor. Not for me to make the decision for them, but for them to be able to have the affect to make their own decisions so that they can be the person that they would like to be. Thank you so much for listening to this video post, and I look forward to seeing you guys at the next class. Take care and be well. Bless you.